Greetings, greetings, peace and many, many blessings to you. It's been a while. I had skipped the Scorpio full moon. I skipped the Scorpio full moon because I was in my own feelings, and they were saying that the fixed signs would feel it very heavily, and y'all know I'm a triple Taurus, so I was feeling it very heavily and just trying to shake and move with the transitions and all that. But alas, here we are today to read for the Sagittarius New Moon that's coming up. And I saw something about shifting timelines, and there's always that, right? So if you are new here, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you found me. That's a blessing. And if you are returning, that is also a blessing. Thank you so much for sticking it with me. Sticking it with me? Sure, sticking through it with me. And I'm being here today because guess what? You could have been anywhere in the world. You're here with me. I'm glad that I'm recording. I'm glad that I'm doing this video. I'm glad that I'm showing up. I'm grateful for all of those things, for my phone, for my body, for my voice, for these devices, for the present, for the now, for my breath. I'm grateful for all of it. Whew. I'm grateful for all of it. Before I start, I wanted to just talk a little bit about what's been happening. I'm not sure if I'm going to just leave this up for YouTube or if I'm going to do Patreon and YouTube, but I'm pushing towards both just because I haven't shown my face on either for a while. But yeah, I was watching a couple of videos last night from this creator, Jesse Taylor, I believe. I'm going to link the video that really helped me, but he was just talking about how he doesn't really use the law of attraction anymore to help him do things because it kind of got in his way. And I resonated with that where, you wait until you feel a certain way. You wait until you feel the perfect emotion until you act on something. And it's like sometimes you just got to show up even when you're not feeling your best. And I've learned to not do that. Like, just don't show up at all, because if you're not going to give it your all, you might as well give it nothing. And that's not really so healthy. Excuse my sinuses. I am clearing something, clearing some energy, clearing some heaviness. And as we know, the body helps with all of those things. Even if you think it's just the body, trust me, it's energetic first. It is always energetic first. But yeah, grateful for breath. So with that being said, I wasn't really feeling, tip top or feeling like able or even worthy of giving this advice or, just showing up in this way for folks. I'm like, oh, my spirit isn't right. So who am I to tell other people about things? And it's like, girl, you're a human. Yeah. You're a freaking human. So yeah, sometimes I don't know, maybe I do be thinking that I gotta be this perfect person in order to show up a certain way for people. And that's really just not realistic. Everybody has those days, everybody has those moments, everybody has certain, thoughts and loops that they keep themselves in. And it's about how you act during those loops that makes the difference. And so here I am showing up during a loop. I can't lie that I am feeling better. I am feeling better. I was having a bout of overeating and just not doing the things that are best for myself, not showing up for myself in the best ways. And I know that when I talk, when I express myself, when I give advice, when I do readings, it is a way to like bring me up out of it because it gives me something else to focus on, and I'm also doing something that I love. So there's that too. I'm doing something that I love, so why wouldn't that lift my spirits? Whew, I've been to the water as well. That's been helping, but that's my little update. I am going to do everything in order. Yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit for the Sagittarius full moon energy in general, and then I'm gonna go into just pulling some oracle cards for each sign, starting with Sagittarius. Without further ado, in the heart of this is Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment, and then the Page of Cups. It's like, yeah, your resistance to doing something might just be your resistance to doing something, and clearing that and just might be your way to wish fulfillment, which essentially is what I was just talking about, which is right at the heart of the deck. Like, sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to send the messages, even if you're not feeling a certain way that you want to feel. You just got to do it, and then you don't know what comes from that. But if you stay in the same patterns, you know what comes from that, and sometimes that's more comfortable. Dealing with familiarity, even if the familiarity hurts. And I'm not really for doing that no more. I'm not really for doing that no more. So, all right, greetings, peace, and many blessings. Thank you so much for my ability to receive and share divine insight. I give thanks to my ancestors, my divine self, my tarot spirit guides, my all spirit guides, and it's everyone who is here to make the validity and the clarity of this reading solidify in truth. Thank you so much. May the truth continue to be revealed. All right, so in the Sagittarius New Moon that we have, what is the overall energy for the Sagittarius full New Moon? Sagittarius New Moon. Sagittarius New Moon. The energy for the Sagittarius New Moon. Overall energy for the Sagittarius New Moon, please. Thank you so much. King of Pentacles. So it seems like it's a lot about the mind and a lot about the material realm and like creating something new within the material realm based on how you're viewing things. So I definitely can resonate with the timeline jump that I had saw some information on before, because things are shifting. We got Two of Swords upright, Eight of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed. So even with the divide with the 2 and 2 here, there's a lot of deciding, right? There's a lot of deciding. There's a lot of mental activity. There's a lot of like, where do you want to put yourself in order to be in your best timeline? Where do you want to put yourself in order to be in your best timeline? Can we get an oracle card to support this overall reading for Sagittarius? We have It's All Good, and then we have Duality. And the duality is interesting because we have this 2 and 2, right? It's like, what side of the coin do you want to choose? What battles do you want to choose? And then also when we have the Two of Swords, it reminds me of confidence and about like, how do I say this? Our confidence to choose things when we're not looking at it in full. So it's like, all right, sometimes, the mind is tricky, right? And our eyes can fool us, but the body will never fool you. So I think the Two of Swords, outside of its natural meaning, this is giving me like, let the body illuminate what's true for you. Let the body illuminate what's true. Let the body illuminate what's true. Tap more into the body, feel more into your body, and trust what it's giving you. Have confidence in the information that you're receiving from the body. And it's like, give up the fight. Give up the fight, and let's find some rest. Let's just find it. Let's find the connection. There we go, between the mind and the body. And then that way we can create some balance in the material. We can kind of step into it. But I'm just seeing so much about the material realm shifting and like what actually matters in the material realm shifting, and even this idea of bringing it all together. Like maybe what you're achieving or maybe what you're striving for, is it in alignment with the new timeline that is moving away from individualism and moving into collective energy? So that could be that too. What do you need? What energy do you need to step more into collective energy? What can you give if it's not money? What can you accrue if it's not money? Like, what are your sources of abundance in this material realm if money is removed from it, if our idea of money as we knew it, even as we know it now, is removed? And we got more pentacles coming out. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. And this just makes me think about being willing to learn, being able to be taught by someone else about it. So it could just be in this Sagittarius season, a lot of things shifting financially for a lot of people, because again, this is pulling for the whole collective, and it's going to require your vulnerability. It's going to require you maybe giving up some previous roles. It's going to require you being a student. And it's going to require your trust that everything is always playing out as it's supposed to. It's going to require your duality, that you got to look at things on both sides of the coin and know that, like, as above, so below, as within, so without. Like all of those things when it comes to that. I'm going to read duality for us, and then I'm going to go into the 12 signs, the readings. Black and white, good and evil, yes and no, up and down, want and don't want. These are all examples of dualistic thinking. Yeah. What if you abandon these labels from your thoughts for a day? What would happen? Will the world end? Doubtful. Would someone get away with something? No. Would you attach less emotion to a bad situation or drama? Possibly. If that happened and there was less attachment to a situation, you could keep your vibrations higher, which could enable you to deal more successfully with any situation that comes your way. Given enough time, most bad situations work out in the end. It's your choice to be drama-free or spend a lot of time and energy wasted on a situation that will turn out in the end. What do you choose? So that's really in alignment with what I just said. Like when it comes to duality, like if you give up certain ways of thinking and you allow for something new to come in, you really don't know what's going to shift and what's going to happen for you to your benefit. So I think that is beautiful. Just to remember that it's all good. Everything eventually works itself out. You just have to allow yourself to go inner and trust your body and trust the flow. So with all that being said, we're going to go into the 12 sign readings. Part of me wants to still do some tarot. I'm like, let's get into it. Like, it's been a while. Let's just tap in. So, all right, what is the energy for Sagittarius during the Sagittarius New Moon? What advice and new perspectives can we give and share for the Sag? Yeah, we're bringing in Sagittarius season. that Archer, that freedom. Okay, the Magician in reverse. Make sure you remember your magic, Sagittarius. Can we just get one more card for Sag so that we can tap into their energy and give some advice? Seems like we're only going to get one card, and that'll work. You know, I'm open. I'm open to whatever messages want to be delivered to them. So the Magician in reverse is what we have for Sagittarius. Can we get an oracle card with that? Yes, we get emotional retreat. We get transformation. Oh, emotional release. Magician in reverse, emotional release, and transformation. So that energy is telling me that with this Sagittarius new moon for the Sag, it brings in one, I want to say, a heart opening. There's a heart opening happening for the Sagittarius, and that comes from, it's like you needed something that will help you to feel deep into yourself. So what am I really going to say with that? Like, all right, you know, when we doubt our magic and we doubt our powers and we doubt our ability to get ourselves up out of a situation, it usually comes with us going deeper within ourselves, or some situation comes to us to make us really prove, not really prove, I don't want to say that, but just to test it so that we can move out of it, right? The universe is always going to conspire for us and with us. And then the way that the brain works is always going to confirm the things. Like, it's going to give you situations to either confirm or deny something, right? That's how much our brain loves us. It's like, okay, you like this energy, let me give you more of it. And if a part of it, like while the brain is giving us that, there's the human part that's like, no, I really don't like this. I would like to get away from this. Then we're always going to be met with situations that allow us to react differently. And that's where I'm getting at. Like, you're having an opportunity by way of what's coming at you to choose different, to react different, to go out of your old patterns to create something new and really see yourself as the magician that you are. So the resistance could just be, you know, self-doubt coming through, feeling like you don't have enough resources, feeling like you're disconnected from the universe and all that. And all of that needs to be released in order for you to truly transform in order to come into something new. There we go. In order to come into something new. And it's like you got to be comfortable with going slow. You got to be comfortable with going with the flow and allowing for things to happen and shift for you without you doing so much, right? Because the magician is able to alchemize, to turn this into that. And there's not really much action on the outside that goes into that. It's all shifting and changing things within here. So a question that you can ask yourself is like, what needs to be released in order for me to step into my highest timeline? What needs to be released? Or what am I resisting to release? Honestly, what's happened? How is this energy showing up in my life before? And through that, what was I able to create? What happened differently? What shifted? Those are all great questions to ask and to view during the Sagittarius new moon. And it's also like, allow it to be like an adventure, right? Sagittarius loves to explore and to be free. So allow this emotional release to be an inner adventure, an inner adventure. Yeah. Sort it out. Open it up. Allow yourself to feel so that you can really step into your power again. Now, see, like I said, this is some situation came in to help you doubt yourself, right? To help you confirm whatever you believe about yourself, and it's just asking for a release to move out of this pattern so that you can transform into something completely new. So let's just read transformation for the Sag. After the rain comes the sun. After the caterpillar comes the butterfly. This situation is somehow acting as a catalyst for a major transformation. Yes, if you find yourself questioning or having regrets, don't. Try not to second guess yourself or beat yourself up. Nothing happens that is not supposed to. Many of our issues and situations are not anything to be upset about. They are a path towards wholeness. You are the one who infuses drama and chaos into the situation. You're always given opportunities to grow and learn. Growth and learning very rarely come about when everything stays status quo and just as you think they should. Be thankful that you have this wonderful opportunity to transform and heal to a better and higher vibration. Sagittarius. Okay, now we are going to go to Capricorn. Like I said, we're going to order of the zodiac, and also check for your sun, moon, and rising, please. Check for sun, moon, and rising. Okay, let's go into Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to hear for this Sagittarius new moon? What advice and perspectives can we share and give with them? Capricorn. Oh, that was quick. We saw that one card was coming out, but the Two of Pentacles came out just as it did for the overall reading in Sagittarius. So you don't want to miss any information that was in that. So if you didn't listen to the beginning of the video and you just skipped through, go ahead and go back and watch the beginning of the video so you can see what's happening overall. And if that message even resonates with you. Okay, Five of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles coming out. Oh, wow. So I see that you're balancing a lot. All right, these are flying on out. We have reunion of souls and we have integration. Reunion of souls and integration along with the Five of Pentacles upright and the Two of Pentacles upright. So it's like, don't be afraid to seek advice. This reminds me of a confessional. And five in general just reminds me of the human experience because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extremities. And it's kind of similar here. But so it's like, don't be afraid to go to someone else about what you're experiencing, whether it's a financial issue, whether it's something not moving the way you wanted it to move in this physical realm, right? Maybe you're trying to move and then you got denied, or, you know, something physical that didn't come through for you, or just something that you're struggling with in the physical realm, in this material realm. Don't be afraid to confess about it. Like, don't be afraid to show what you're truly going through. And obviously not to everyone, but it's going to be a trusted source, but you got to trust yourself enough in yourself to know who you can trust outside of yourself. And when I say the confessional thing, it's like, yeah, maybe you can just seek higher counsel. And when I say seek higher counsel, it doesn't have to be to a priest, right? It could just be to your higher self. It can be to a family member, but it's just someone who is going to sit there and hold you within it. Like, who's going to help you and hold you? Who can help you and hold you? Who can you share this experience with, just to make the weight just a little bit lighter off yourself? And you never know, by sharing that, what connections you can make on a deeper level with someone else. And then since I see the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's going to require your vulnerability. It's going to require your true expression. It's going to require you really being honest about what it is. And it could even be an investment that you're thinking about, that you're holding on to. And then it also reminds me of giving and receiving. So Capricorn, there's a lot going on with you, and money matters. And every time I talk to a Capricorn, I'm like, what matters more, the money or this? And they always choose the money. So it could be asking you to just look at things differently, right? With that overall energy. And we're thinking about, with that overall energy that is pushing us to think about how we can move out of individualism and into a more collective mindset. Like, how can you do that with this current situation? Part of me says that this situation isn't new upon you, but the way that you're dealing with it is new. This also reminds me of a new timeline, right? When we are a new person and we allow ourselves to think differently and shift differently and react differently, then we get new outcomes and different outcomes. So it might be asking you, okay, you went through this before. How can you integrate what you learned previously in order to create a different outcome? And yeah, I talked about the reunion of souls connection. You never know what is going to come from this. You never know what kind of connections and deeper connections are going to come from you expressing yourself truly, from you seeking higher counsel, from you going deeper within yourself to see, okay, who can I really trust? By saying, okay, what do I really trust within me? That's that. It's going to require your vulnerability. It's going to require your trust. And through that, it's going to be real beautiful. Through that, it's going to be real beautiful, Capricorn. All right. Next, we're going to go to Aquarius, which is interesting. We are in this Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, which is also why I keep talking about collective energy, right? Aquarius is all about doing things for humanity and shifting and technological advances and all those different cool, exciting things. And we're also in a Mercury retrograde. So I think that ends on December 15th. Don't be afraid of Mercury retrograde, though. It is what it is, what it ain't. You understand? It's going to happen multiple times a year anyway. All right, so we are going into Aquarius. What can Aquarius, what's the energy for Aquarius during this time right now of the Sagittarius New Moon? What advice can we give them? What perspectives can we share? Aquarius. The water bearers. The Emperor. They got the Ankh. We got somebody in contemplation. Let me clarify the Emperor. Just have a companion towards that so I can give a clearer message, please. I'm just seeing a connection between the root chakra as well as the, oh wow, we got the Empress too. Oh no, Justice. All right. So yeah, decision making and making sure we have decision making coming from an emotional standpoint, but we want to make sure that we're being open to what's being offered to us. And when I say open, it doesn't mean that you receive everything or you take everything that's offered to you. It just means that you have an open mind, an open heart about it to at least see it and value it. Because the Four of Cups, right, she has her eyes closed towards what's offered, towards opportunities. And it's like, stay open to the opportunities that are here. And like I was saying previously with the Emperor, a connection between the root chakra as well as the solar plexus, right? So I'm seeing confidence, like confidence in what you're building. You have confidence in what you're building, confidence in what you're creating. You're keeping your eye on the prize, being connected to eternal life, staying in the flow of things, and also weighing things out, Aquarius. Weighing things out. But I see that how you're weighing it out isn't about the individualistic thing. It's really in alignment with your energy overall of just thinking about everyone and not thinking about everyone in a way that drains you, but in a way that is supportive to a collective energy. But through that, you have to make sure that you're keeping your opportunities, keeping your eyes open to the opportunities that are happening for you, even though you tend to think about the world, right? Think about yourself too. Make sure that you're reserving time to think about yourself as well, so that you can also enjoy your creations and it's not just about who else can enjoy it. We have masculine energy and then we have the death card. So it could be a call to, again, move into flow. Look at those opportunities that are coming in for you so that you don't have to just be in a constant state of action, which is about the root chakra, right? Since there's a connection between the solar and the root, it's really about shining out and being confident about what you're shining out and how you secure yourself and how you feel safe in this world. However, yeah, maybe it's just a call for you to use that masculine energy in a way that helps support your transformations. Use the masculine energy in a way that helps support your transformations rather than stop you from doing something because you feel like it's not enough or you feel like enough people, like, you know, how, what is that word? Good of all? Do something for the good of most or the good of all or something like that. Like that's what's coming through, but I'm not hearing it clearly. Make sure you're flowing with the transformations, shine out what you need to shine out. And it could also be that what you're shining out is helping to end some things within humanity, right? Like your experience and how you are dealing and moving and pushing through things is shining light on things that need to end for someone else. That's also coming through with the Justice card too. Like, yeah, that's all I'm going to say right there. That's all I'm going to say right there. After Aquarius, we have Pisces. We are going into those dreamy, illusionistic, dreamer Pisces energy. Like I said, remember to check your sun, moon, and rising. Pisces. What is the energy for Pisces during this Sagittarius New Moon? What advice or new perspectives can we share with the Pisces? What's going on with them? That was quick. All right, we had the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Sun. Wow. Page of Pentacles in reverse and then the Sun upright. So yeah, you are shining. You are shining, but maybe you're not taking a step forward and creating something financial. Like you could just be thinking too much about it and it's asking you to get up out of your head, move from the internal to the outer so that you can actually make it come true, so that you can boost up the confidence, so that you can really create or even send a message. Just start. It's like there's a resistance to start and you're being asked to shine it out. Okay. Let me have an oracle message in support of this Pisces advice and new perspective for the Sagittarius New Moon. Pisces. Transformation. So we have transformation coming through here. It's like a movement from the shadows to the light. And then also like use your brightness, use your energy, use your joy. It could be that you're trying to use the finances or use something immaterial to push out what it is that you want or make the connections that you want. And it's like, it's just asking you to use your solar energy, use your joy, use your confidence, use how bright you are, use your ability to just go out there and shine bright. And I don't want to sound too like cliche when I say that, But a lot of times Pisces can live in their head, right? Because it's Neptunian, because it's dreamlike, because it's like dark. It's like, being okay, being comfortable with the void and creating from that space, which is how we are all created, right? From a dark space filled with water. And now it's like, allow the seed to come out the shell and really like germinate and move towards the sun. And you can do that within your own energy. Like, we all have the ability to move towards the light, just like these plants do. They move towards the light, they go towards the sun. And yeah, you could be trying to use some connections or just use something that doesn't fit within this timeline to do it when it's really requiring yourself. It's requiring your transformation from inner to outer. And we all know when the right time to do that is. And the time is now. The time is now, using that fiery energy that we get from Sagittarius, using this spark, this new adventure, this like, when I think about the archer, I think about precision. And it's like, you don't have to use your old form of doing things, which could have been you pay for it, or it could have been that you barter in a certain way that requires a material thing. And it's just like, if you speak out about it, you don't know what resources can come from it. You don't know what can grow from you just being yourself, from you just expressing yourself, from you just shining your own light. For real, that's the transformation that is here. It's asking you, is there anything else that wants to be said for the Pisces? We have slow but steady. Yeah, even the way I think about the way seeds germinate. It may happen faster if you pay for it, but it's going to have a longer lasting effect when you build something off a foundation of truly being your authentic self, off of truly allowing yourself to be seen and allowing your visions to be seen in the world, and having them come out in a more authentic way than just like throwing some change on it. It's like, no, it's going to require your effort. And it may not move as fast as you want to, but neither do these transformations, right? They don't always happen as fast as we want to. Sometimes we feel like we get stuck in something, and the more that we can just share ourselves with somebody else, share our experience with someone else, just share it, right? Because the sun doesn't choose just one person to shine on, it shines on all of us. And I think that that's what it's requiring you to do. Grow towards the light, shine your own light, grow towards the light by shining your own light and do that with others. That's what it's calling for, Pisces. And even as I look at the bottom of the deck, which gives us the foundation of the energy, it's stripping illusion. So it could have been some things that you told yourself about having to do it alone, or what's that? Oh yeah, by having to do it alone. And it's not true. You don't got to do it by yourself. You can have a whole army with you. And honestly, you already do if you think about the ancestors that's walking with you, Pisces. And you really are the ancestor, for real. Aries. Let's go into Aries now. The youngest zodiac sign. Some more fire energy that we are moving through and working with. Aries, what is a message, some new perspectives, some advice for Aries? I feel like I only gave supportive questions towards Sagittarius, but through what I said, you can kind of figure out what you want to journal through, or what you want to ask yourself, or what you want to deeper reflect on. Aries, what is some perspective, some new advice? What's going on with the Aries? Page of Swords. Okay. Allowing some newness to come in. We probably got some clarity coming through mentally when it comes to Aries. And Aries is a very heady sign, just as Aquarius is. They tend to think a lot and kind of move through a lot within their heads in order to push things out. So, all right, what else? Is there anything else for Aries? Something came out nice, quick, and easy. Let's just go ahead and get that off the ground. Oh, we have the Tower. Yeah, so that new clarity could have came from things crashing down. When I say things crashing down, it's like any ideals, anything physically that like misplaced you. It could have been a new house, meaning like, something happened with your home, something happened with your job, something happened within your relationship, Aries. And like through that structure crumbling down, through whatever false ideas or even false comforts that you had within that situation, it is allowing you to get some more clarity, to get some more insight, so that you can choose how you really want to move forward. And that's beautiful. We are moving forward, Aries. You're moving forward. Make sure you really take heed to them lessons that you learned in your Tower moment, that you learned from things crashing down. We get some support for, oh, okay, we got masculine energy coming through again. And this time for the Aries. Anything else for Aries? Masculine energy. Masculine energy comes out for the Aries to support this Page of Swords and then the Tower card. Yeah. So with things coming crashing down, it's almost like this is a vision from like you're at the bottom and you're looking up at this. So just watching the structures crumble. And now with this one, you're kind of like looking up and you see there's clouds around him, but directly above is just this clarity. So that's why I'm speaking about with that. Have confidence in the way, have confidence in the clarity that came through, right? This having things crumble and move away from you and feeling like you lost some things might have you feeling like, damn, like, why does that happen to me or da da da? But when you shift that energy, which I think you did, and you allow for something to come through, some clarity to come through, some different thoughts, some different ideas to move through, it's like, all right, I can do this. Like, it built your confidence up. Like, I may have lost this, but look what I can build up. And the idea of loss is just an idea of it, because nothing is really truly taken away from us, right? It's all happening for us. Something may be removed, but it's just to get replaced by something better. With this masculine energy coming through, it shows me that you might have to be seen in ways that you didn't really want to be seen in before. Like, it's like, damn, I didn't really want to have to show people that I went through this. Or I didn't want to have to show people this. But it's like, through whatever you show people, through whatever you expose from what happened, from what crashed down, you get to have more clarity. You get to have a new idea about yourself, a new idea about the world. Like, there's just newness coming through by way of what you decided to shift mentally. Oh, I'm going to read masculine energy for y'all. The sun, powerful, a life force with which nothing on this earth could survive. The masculine energy is one of action, doing, creating, forcing. In nature, it is balanced out with feminine energy. When we find ourselves embodying this energy, we get things done. We are thinking, logical beings. If we reside here too staunchly, we don't have any room for the opposite energy to come in. Being able to effortlessly flow from one to the other, masculine to feminine, is the pinnacle of being in the flow of energy. Sometimes in love relationships, the energy turns topsy-turvy and we end up residing in an energy that doesn't meet our highest need. This is hard to break out of due to the fear of, if I don't do it, it won't get done. Realize that two people make up a relationship, and in an evolved one, the relationship itself develops its own energetic balance, a perfect combination of yin and yang, masculine and feminine. If there is a void in one area, an imbalance will develop, and as is the nature of things, unconsciously we will try to balance it out. Being aware is a perfect step. Alternatively, this card signifies a very important man in your life. That could be the new idea, though. Like, this relationship crumbled, something happened, and then you have this energy coming through to help you balance out this new idea that you have. And a new idea could be about how you exist or coexist in a relationship. But it really makes me think about your energy of doing. It makes me think about your energy of doing. And I see that you really did step into the flow in order to allow some things to happen, allow some new energy to come through. And you could have easily manifested a man or a new partnership, or even just someone to pick up some slack for you. That acts of service energy, allowing it to come through. Because Aries is already a lot of Mars energy, which is more masculine. All right, Aries, let's move into Taurus. Taurus. Yeah, for Aries, I'm even getting the question of like, where does masculine energy most come through in your life? When do you feel the most masculine, or when do you need the most help from the masculine to balance out your energy? Let's move into the Taurus. Taurus. What advice and new perspectives can we give to the Taurus? What is the energy of the Taurus right now? I was about to say the Taurus, ladies and gents. All right, Taurus, what's happening with them on the Sag New Moon? Whoa. Even the way that just happened, it's like, what are you juggling? What's all in your hands, Taurus? What are you juggling right now? And can you put some of it down? Can you share some of that weight? Taurus. And also with the way this is like being resistant to me to show me something, what are you holding back from people? What do you not want them to see, Taurus? What are you holding back, and what do you not want people to see about you right now? Because that could be a real answer, and showing that anyway. We have the Empress in reverse. You being shy about your creations when the things that you create are beautiful and wonderful and you have the ultimate power to create it. But yeah, this shyness is not working to your benefit right now. You are not shy. Stop acting like that, Taurus. That's what's coming out, that Empress in reverse. What's happening with the Taurus right now? What perspectives and new advice can we give them during this Sagittarius New Moon? Okay, we got 2 oracle cards popping out. Masculine energy and then unlimited possibilities. So this makes me also think about that balance. The Empress, you don't have to do everything alone, and it helps to trust the flow. And also, when you doubt yourself, you kind of create constriction. When the Empress is all about true creation and having it her way and that ultimate abundance. And what are you blocking yourself from by way of feeling like you have to do it all alone? We have one more card for Taurus, please. If it aligns, something to go with this Empress card. It really just might be, oh, 3 of Swords. All right. So what could be having you move from this space is like heartbreaks, people, stories, ideas that people have like made up about you that you carried in your heart. And it makes me think about the overall message for Sagittarius, which is that heart opening. Or was that for the Sagittarius message? Whatever. But there's a heart opening happening by way of everything that you're feeling right now. So it might feel hurtful, it might feel constricted, it might feel small, but it's just getting you to see that sometimes you got to go through these tight spaces in order to create more spaciousness. And when it comes to creating more spaciousness, it's all about the Empress, right? But you are in charge of what you create. It's just about knowing that you truly can create something beautiful and you really do create beautiful things. It's just your inability to see it right now because of these past hurts. And Sagittarius right now, this energy is trying to get you to jump into the timeline where you just don't care as much about these things, where they're not so present in your force field to where they stop you from operating. And they could even be stopping you from attracting someone that really helps you balance this out. You keep yourself in situations where you have to be the energy, be the masculine and be the feminine energy, and both of them is going to take away from your empressic, from your Empress power. And so I'm really seeing that you got to call your power back to you, release some of these ideas that other people have put onto you, and find other ways of freedom. What other ways can you free yourself right now so that you can step into your ability to create, so that you can fall into unlimited possibilities and start believing in them again? Let's read Unlimited Possibilities, which happens to be number 19, the completion of a cycle, honestly. Okay, I'll move past it. When fall turns into winter, the leaves fall from the trees, birds fly south, plants go dormant, some even die having lived the life they were meant to. Do we ever panic and wallow in fear that this is it? There will never be another robin singing. There will never be another ripe tomato. No, we don't. And why do we do that? Because we know that after winter, spring will return, followed by the bounty of summer. This is so in your life. I'm getting chills. At any given time, there are unlimited possibilities for you and yours, many different paths to take, many different options available. Do not get bogged down into thinking in a linear fashion. Open your eyes, open your heart, feel the power that your free will and choice brings you. Make your life what it's meant to be. This is really in alignment with the Empress card, and it's like the perfect support for exactly what I was saying. Allow it by freeing yourself. In what ways can you free yourself? How can you shed these past ideas that are really hurting your confidence and keeping you in this cloudy cycle of just thoughts that aren't helpful to what you need to do, and like that are stopping you from receiving the support, even from taking action? They could be stopping you from taking action. All right, Gemini. Let's go on to Gemini. Beautiful message for Taurus. Yeah, get up out of that. And that's wild because at the foundation of that, we have abundance. So it's just really about knowing who you are, Taurus. Knowing who and what you are in every realm, in every way. Without the skin, without the flesh, who are you? Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini. Okay, we just kicked over an empty bottle. So what does that tell me about Geministic energy right now? It's like, don't be afraid of shaking things up a little bit, because what you actually, like, sometimes when we knock things over, we're afraid of what's going to spill, but nothing happened just now. So maybe it's just it's asking you to shake the room. Shake the room a little bit, Gemini. All right. So what new perspectives and advice, and what can we give to the Gemini right now? What's the energy? A lot just came out just now. All right. It's meant to be able to come out. Gemini. Thank you. Okay. What is the energy of Gemini right now during the Sagittarius New Moon? What new perspectives and advice can we give them? What is supportive of Gemini right now? It keeps being so much coming out. So it's like I'm hearing like just a lot of conflict about how you move out in the world. One time I had this vision of me being like a giant inside of a dollhouse. And that's the energy that's coming up right now for Gemini. Like, you're feeling too big for your space right now. You're feeling too big for what's happening right now. We have the Four of Wands, a homecoming. A homecoming, a celebration. A homecoming, a celebration. It could be something new for you happening. Yeah, there's something new, some type of breakthrough, and there's a celebration for it. And with that, with what I just said about the giant in a dollhouse, when you move out of this space that makes you feel small, that makes you feel crippled, you welcome yourself into new ideas, new perspectives, right? But then you also have people who are supportive of that bigness, of that expansiveness that you are. I'm seeing, yeah, all these new ideas bring you towards a new home, and a new home within yourself, a new home energetically, a new home in the real world. In the real world, this is whatever. So in this material realm, I just see you being welcomed. There's some type of celebration. There is happiness and joy in your reality by way of what you created for yourself, because you decided to shift environments, to shift mindsets, to move out and away from spaces that made you feel small, that made you feel like you couldn't really do. When this new space that you're in, it's like, yeah, we see you, we welcome you, we love everything that you have, we love everything that you are. Give us some more ideas, and not in a way that is feeding off your energy, in a very collective, beautiful way. So I see that Gemini is finding community. I love that for you. You're finding community by way of shedding these. You did a lot of shedding. You did a lot of shedding, and a space really felt small for you. And then we have healing energy coming through. So allow them people to love on you. Allow this new community to love on you. Allow them to make space for you. Allow them to give you a space of rest, and then be sure not to meddle into anybody else's stuff. You could have some anger, right? We had the reading start off with me kicking a bottle. So there might be some frustration within this movement, and that's okay. That's normal. Everything is normal. It's all perfect, actually. It's all a part of the story. So the anger that is present could be calling for the healing energy. Like, you don't carry that resentful energy with you, but you allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to process it, allow yourself to shake some things up, like I was saying, in order to release it from the body. And then through that, right, we get these new ideas, we get this new home, we get this new community. It's like, what release tactics do you have right now for when your energy gets a little bit hardened, so that you can soften it? Because that's only going to benefit you. Like, it's okay for you to have these two sides, right, Gemini? But also, what's coming through is, it may not even be your anger, right? But you're so used to, in that other small place that you were in, you're so used to picking up on someone else's anger, or carrying someone else's anger. Even being in a relationship, if they get mad, you feel like you got to get mad too to match it. No. So the healing energy could be to just release, to get you to release what's not yours. And this community that you're walking into, it seems to be very healing, very loving. Maybe you don't like to be hugged, but in this new space, you'll love being hugged. So yeah, allow hands to be laid on you. Get a massage. Go get some Reiki. Allow yourself to put loving touch on yourself. It's like, rub in these nice long strokes when it comes to this. And when it comes to them joints, go in circular motions. Like, allow yourself to just feel something other than what someone else has told you to feel. Gemini, that's beautiful. Congratulations. Cancer. We're moving on to Cancer now. All right. What advice, new perspectives can we give to Cancer? What is the overall energy for them right now during the Sagittarius full moon? Wagwan. Cancer. Cancer. Getting into the Cancers right now. New advice, perspectives. Ooh. What's happening for Cancer right now? We love the little crabs. Okay, it keeps coming out just like that. So I'm going to read it just like that. We have the Devil in reverse and the Fool in reverse. This is so interesting. Wow. Let me shuffle. So you're pulling yourself out of habits and situations and things that you didn't even know that you had a release from. It's like you're seeing your way through it when you didn't even know that you had a way through it, because you probably didn't even know that you were stuck in something. So like there's been this clarity, this energy to get you to see like, yeah, you don't have to be tied to this, right? You don't have to be tied to that relationship. You don't have to be tied to that job. You don't have to be tied to that friendship. You can release it. And it's like you're starting to see now all the ways that those things, or even this one thing, was detrimental to you and keeping you in a pattern of like sadness, resentment, self-doubt, of lack. Oh, wow. A lot is coming through for that, Cancer. Discernment. Yeah. It's like it's really helping you to increase your discernment so that when you move into this new timeline, you don't have to be tied to anything. You know that everything is just for like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can explore, you can take on, so you don't have to latch on to nothing. You don't have to fully commit to something if you don't feel like it's really for you. And your discernment is helping you choose what you are going to be committed to. Even with the Fool in reverse, I feel like that's what the discernment is about. You don't want to go off on these new journeys right now because of all the things that you're trying to untie yourself from. Like it might be too soon. So maybe you got into something too quickly because it felt good, because it filled old ideas or old feelings, or it helped you feel something from the past and you wanted to attach to that. But now you're seeing that none of these attachments that you have right now are so healthy. So take some time. Use the discernment before you go off on a new journey. And the Fool in reverse could also just be about not wanting to be tricked no more. It could also just be about not being tricked no more. And then we have teaching come out as well. So you're not going to play boo boo the fool. In a very direct translation, you are not going to be the fool for nobody else anymore. You're not going to be the fool for nobody else no more. And I'm seeing this a deeper connection with your crown, a deeper connection to your higher power. So whatever you subscribe to, maybe you are going to church more. If you're stepping into Christianity, maybe you're going to the masjid more, you're going to pray more. If you're into Islam, maybe you are going into deep meditation even more. There's just like a deeper connection that is required or coming through within the crown energy, within tapping into your higher self. Like I said, with whatever it is that you subscribe to. Thank you for watching also. Whatever it is that you subscribe to. And then like not even you being a teacher, but you definitely are teaching yourself, but you're receiving some higher teachings from these situations that you've been through. You are learning a lot about bridging the gaps between what you have created and what you are going to create, and like being okay with being in the void real quick, going into your shell, but not in a way that allows you to hide, or not a way that allows you to hide, but a way that allows you to process and access what it is that you've gone through. Access what it is that you've gone through and see your way out. Is really, really some powerful stuff to detach your way from things, from substances, from people, from situations, from environments that really do not serve us and that previously had such a deep attachment on us that we thought that that's all we ever would be, that's all we ever could have, that's all we ever could fill in the blank. So I'm proud of you for this discernment that you are learning through. I'm proud of you for what you are allowing your higher powers to teach you. I'm proud. And when it's time for you to go off on that journey where you are just kind of careless because you truly trust yourself, that's the time I'll be jumping into. Full trust. Full trust. Cancer. Leo. Let's move on to Leo. Wow. I just felt like this energy of kind of sadness when it came to Leo, but that's because my mother is a Leo and I'm growing through some things with her right now. So we're going to shift that energy. Leo. I know Leos to be big, big lovers. Big, big, big lovers, big givers. Just when it comes to big and shining bright, that's going to be the Leo. Okay. Leo, Leo, Leo. What is the energy of Leo right now? What new perspectives and advice can we share with the Leo? What's happening? Leo. Oh, oh. All the shifts right now just happened. I saw lovers right there, so that's interesting. Leo. Makes me think too. What are you hiding? What are you hiding? What's going on with the Leos? What advice and new perspectives can we give them? I'm even just thinking about not editing this video. So it makes me think like, yeah, can you be comfortable with your quirks? Can you be comfortable showing people a not so perfect side of you, Leo? Because what is perfect? Whose idea of perfection are you living up to anyway? Whew. Leo. I just heard, what are you nursing? And then all these things came through. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's do this one. Okay, we have 4 of Wands too, a homecoming as well for the Leo. Some celebration that is about to come through. And like I said, Leos are big lovers. So maybe there's this energy of finally finding a community, finally finding people that accept you fully for who you are. Yeah, 3 of Swords come through, the Sun in reverse. We have the 4 of Wands, the Sun reversed, and then the 3 of Swords crept its way out. So it could be that you are moving away, just like Taurus, from these ideals of, you know, things that people have put onto you that kind of hurt your confidence, that hurt the way that you even thought about yourself. And this new community that you welcome into, or even this new, there's just something new that you're welcoming yourself into or being welcomed into. And with the Sun being in reverse, maybe you want to hide it from some people. Like I said, what are you hiding? And maybe you feel like it's just too good that you don't want certain people to see it. And that's okay. That could be your form of protection. Just make sure that it's not coming from fear of someone seeing this to be true. Like whatever ideas that you thought about yourself, you're hiding it because you don't want other people to see this in you. And it's like, if you know it's not true, then it can slide right off you. But if you're still holding stock and putting weight into it, of course, it'll make you want to go into hiding, and it'll make you want to shut off some parts of yourself. But these people that you found, they want to see all of you. Like, they're accepting you for a reason. They're celebrating you for a reason. They're allowing you and welcoming you in for a reason, because they see you for real. So allow yourself to be seen for real. Allow yourself to be seen for real, so that you can fully be celebrated for all that you are. These people don't care about what somebody else thought about you before. You're the one that's carrying it with you. So make sure that you're not carrying that with you when you go into this new space. And if you did, it's okay. Give yourself grace. And maybe you can even talk to them about this. Like, hey, I'm sorry that I was acting like this in this beginning, or I'm going to take accountability for acting like this in the beginning, because I really didn't want y'all to see this, because I came from hearing this about myself. And then they're going to be like, what? You would never, like, you understand, you don't know what shock and what celebration is going to come from you truly just being yourself. We have It's All Good, and then we have healing energy again. So it's interesting that 4 Wands also came out with healing energy for the Leo. It's like, allow yourself to be loved on. Allow yourself to be loved on. Get that massage, get that Reiki, heal on yourself, love on yourself, touch yourself, all right, in ways that feel good. How can you caress yourself in ways that feel good? Put on that lotion in a loving way. Put on that cocoa butter in a loving way. Like, allow yourself to really feel the feels and get the feels from other people. If somebody wants to rub your feet, do that. Maybe you're hiding something within that. But yeah, it's just allow yourself to be touched. Allow yourself to be touched in good, loving ways. And it could be even on a spiritual level. Now let's read It's All Good, number 18. Every experience you have in your lifetime has the potential to be a teaching tool. By remembering and embracing this idea, the situations you encounter become less fraught with unneeded emotion and drama. Come on now. Come on now. You don't have to take that with you. By not attaching labels or expectations to people and situations, you allow the pure divine energy to flow unimpeded. While you may have little control over what happens to you at times, you always have control over how you react. Do you react on impulse? Do you strike out at others when you feel hurt? Do you crawl into your safe space when the world seems mean and hurtful? Face this challenge in your life head on. Be thankful for the opportunity to experience whatever it is that's happening. Set yourself a goal of learning from every situation in your life and find that silver lining because it is there. It's there. It's there. Virgo. I'm all mixing the cards together. See, look. As I said, Virgo, I did that. Interesting. Virgo, how you putting things together now? What you mixing up? Because we know that you pay so much attention to details. So that makes me think, are you doing it on purpose? Are you being manipulative? Are you being sneaky? Virgo. Okay. Let's tap into Virgo energy right now. Nope. I'm not even going to do it. See, part of me wanted to like end the video because of my own fear about what was going to be saved. And it's like, where and what area of your life right now are you operating from fear, Virgo? How are you stopping yourself from just going with it? How are you stopping yourself from just going with it? Virgo, what is the energy of Virgo right now? What new perspectives and advice can we give them? What's present? Okay, Queen of Wands, boom, creating, using them passions to create our reality, having that support. Anything else for Virgo right now? This makes sense because Queen of Wands surely reminds me of a mother. Surely reminds me of a mother. A mother and a queen. All right, Virgo. Queen of Wands. I'm going to leave self-love down there because that was the first one that came out. First one that caught my eye. It could just be that you are loving on yourself right now. Like you are so happy with what it is that you've created. You could have moved into a space of just full acceptance. Moved into a space of acceptance so that you can experience like the joys of what it is to live in the present. You're experiencing the joys of what it is to live in the present. Even with the sunflower, it's like feeling bright and cheery and not really getting your panties in a bunch about the things that aren't going right because you're focusing so much on what is going right. You're accepting the proper help. You are moving forward with your passions. Like you have no doubt in yourself and you're really just carrying all that you need to carry, which is light. So we have self-love. So it could be tending to yourself, right? We even have the sunflower being on the womb. So a bright and cheery womb because we are making decisions that are in alignment with what we want, with what our creations are. And then we have creativity just flowing. So, hold on now. All I'm hearing, I just heard celebrate that baby. Celebrate that baby. I don't know what that means, a baby that's in the womb or a baby that's out. Because it could just be, oh wow, and we have the fool. You saw that? I don't know if y'all saw that just pop out how it did. Celebrating that baby comes the fool on her journey. So it could just be someone or even a part of you, right? That you're just really celebrating the freeness of, that you're really loving on. It could be an inner child aspect that you're allowing yourself to create whatever she wants to create without judgment. Like I said, fully accepting all that you are, accepting the support that you have, accepting that bright cheeriness, accepting your guidance. I just see and feel a lot of acceptance when it comes to this Virgo energy right now, especially with this self-love, loving every single part of yourself and not allowing what isn't happening to really knock you off your square. You're really creating and comfortable with what it is that you have and celebrating that. So yeah, it could be just a new move on the way, some new life coming through, a new business. Like there's something new that you're stepping into through a way of your passions, through a way of you trusting yourself, through you truly embodying what it is that you want, and maybe something that you've always wanted as a kid. Just as much as you're pouring into yourself, allow yourself to be poured into. And I'm seeing that balance come through beautifully, Virgo. That is so nice. All right, Libra. Libra. What's happening for the beautiful Libras right now, right? Venus ruled just like Taurus. What is the energy of Libra? I just got scared. I had someone walk through. So Libra, who's walking in on you? Libra energy. What new perspectives and advice can we give to Libra? You have the Justice card. Very ma'at coming through. That's wonderful and in balance because we have the scales. Libra. Everything kind of got mixed up just now. So it's like, if someone came into your life, how did that throw you off your square? Or how did it put you on your square? How did it make you get your ducks in a row? You understand? How is that making you get your ducks in a row? Libra. Is there anything else? Okay, yes. Yes, there is. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse is coming through with justice, which makes me think about your balance of flow and action. And even like if you're judging yourself for the things that are happening right now, Libra, like getting all topsy-turvy about things because things don't seem as stable to you. But you don't really know. You really don't know until it happens. Oh, okay. You really won't know the outcome of anything until it truly happens. And if you spend too much time weighing out the options, then you won't actually get anything done. If you spend too much time weighing out your options, Libra, you won't actually get anything done. I do see this connection to divine energy. Of course, we have masculine energy coming out again. It's a lot coming through with a lot of signs about divine energy. So a lot of y'all could be getting new men if you're a lady watching this. But then it also makes me think about this action versus flow idea. And like I said, if you spend too much time thinking about it, then you won't get anything done. And if you're not trusting enough, or if you're waiting for the perfect idea or the perfect time, or for things to fit your idea of balance. Look, I don't read these cards in reverse, but even creativity came out in reverse. We have slow but steady too on the wheel. Maybe things aren't moving as fast as you're used to, but how balanced would it be if everything came quickly? How balanced would it be if everything came quickly? Yeah, I'm seeing that just the way that you're thinking about the flow of life is being disrupted somehow, because maybe you think that you have to take all the action, right? Or even with the masculine card coming through, that question about if I don't do it, it won't get done. Says who? You are not like the whole, like you are the universe by way of, what we see in our mind is what gets projected, but also there are so many other life forms that are here to support you. And if you don't see life like that, then it's not going to feel like a flow. It's not going to feel like a wheel going down or going in a circle. It's going to feel like it's on jagged edges and it's getting bumped around. And really, that doesn't have to be the case. You can choose to view things from a different standpoint. And everything isn't always so black and white. That's what I'm feeling to leave things at. Everything isn't always so black and white, Libra. But I do see that balance is always going to be important to you because that's how you are, right? Balancing the energy of situations, balancing the energy of situations. Balance, 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 balance. That's the thing. All right. Now we're going to go to last but not least, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. The transformational Scorpio. That energy put me through some things, okay? That energy put me through some things. It's very much Rise of the Phoenix. Let's see what's coming up for the Scorpios. Scorpio, Scorpio. What's happening with you? Hey. Scorpio, what advice, new perspectives can you give to the Scorpio? What is the energy of Scorpio during the Sagittarius New Moon? I'm excited for this. Scorpio. All right, we got the Tower, similar to Aries, with having this experience of just things coming crashing down. But we all know that when things get burned down, they rise up, right? When things get burnt down, they rise up. When things get struck down, they rise up. So, yeah, I'm seeing it being more of a mental thing for the Scorpio. But let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out. No, one more. Anything else for Scorpio? Oh, they said a lot. We got a whole blurb. I'm not going to read into all of these, but it just makes me think about like a lot of people trying to give input into what they just saw you grow through. Like, yeah, just meddling, just some meddling going through within this Tower moment. So maybe people got to witness something that happened within you. Like I said, it was a mental thing more than a physical thing, but maybe someone saw it, or a lot of people saw a change within you and they got a lot to say about it. I'm gonna still read some more into it. we have ancient wisdom, and then we have duality. So yeah, even the judgments and the thoughts about what happened with you, everything is not so black and white, and we don't have to put so many judgments on it. I'm just, yeah, there's a lot trying to come through right now. So make sure that you are listening to yourself, maybe retreat into nature, going into a place that allows you to feel comfort, and like where you just feel oneness, right? Where you're not hearing 1,000 million, 22 billion voices. You're only hearing one, and you're like getting away from the opinions of others and how they're telling you to label things. Scorpio, you are the one who gets to label things, and I would say to even put that away, put that label gun away, because it's no point of spending your time trying to label your experiences as good or bad, right or wrong, this or that, when it's really everything. And all of this is happening for you to really connect deeper with ancestors, connect deeper with yourself, because you got something coming. You really got something coming for you, but it's going to take for you to put away what everybody else feels. It's not about what everybody else was, it's about what you feel. So I see you just still in the depths of things and seeking comfort, but you need to seek comfort in nature. Seek comfort in nature, seek comfort in family, seek comfort in people who can actually teach you about things. Yeah, Page of Wands. It's going to be hard for you to get clear about what your passions are when things have came crashing down, if it's so many outer voices that are coming through it. So where can you go to retreat? That's what I'm hearing. Where can you go to retreat so that you can really listen to yourself? Go to nature. That's going to be your best friend. Go to nature. That's going to be your best friend, especially when we have these tower moments. You could actually be in it now and not even know it. Oh, I just see it and feel it strongly that it is a mental thing. It's not really something that's happening in the physical. It's not yet. It hasn't happened in the physical yet. It's happening inner. And when things shift on the outside, know that all those outer voices have to be kept quiet. And even if they are loud, you don't take it in. You do not take it in. That is not for you to take in. That's other people's opinions. That's other people's mindsets. That's other people's stuff. And you could be used to factoring in what other people are thinking, right? Because I know Scorpio feels intensely. They care about what people think of them. I think we all do. It's a human thing. I'm not saying that's a Scorpionic thing. What I'm saying is the intensity that we feel that, and the way that we might change our passions based on what other people think, Scorpio, is not healthy for you. And that timeline is ending. That timeline is ending where you focus so much on what other people think and what other people want. It's all about you. It's really all about you and what you think and how you feel about it. Even what the foundation of it is 5 of Wands. And what's the foundation of this one? Integration. It's a call for you to really go inner, to connect to your own ancient wisdom, to connect to your ancestors, to listen to you, to listen to your ancient selves and your ancient DNA about how to move through it now. I'm going to read ancient wisdom for you, and then we will be done. Nature is the perfect place to center yourself and ground out any excessive noise in your head. In nature, all the secrets of the universe are held. All the secrets of the universe are held. From the fiercest energy of a raging sea in a storm to the nurturing and loving energy of a 100-year-old grove of trees. Get out in nature and listen to what she has to tell you. There's much to learn. Trees just want to be trees. They're not trying to be boulders. Deer are just deer. They accept that. Wolves are wolves. They know no other way. They do not try to get an extreme makeover to become a bear. The energy vibration can be so different than a human experience. It is pure love, non-judgment, and acceptance. When you tap into the ancient wisdom of the natural world, you find peace within yourself. You get to know thyself. By drawing this card, you are being asked to come to peace with who you are and what you have to offer in a situation. Hey now, yeah, things are shifting big time when it comes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Scorpio, for listening. Thank you for being here. And I pray that you can shut out those voices, really get to nature and connect with it in a deep, deep level so that you can start to hear things more clearly and see things more clearly and know that you are perfect how you are. You don't need nobody else's approval to be you. Whew, all right. This is a very take your energy, take your power back type of time. And I'm praying that whatever I said and gave to you was supportive towards your journey. Thank you so much for listening. And if you feel called, share this with someone, send a love donation, subscribe to the channel so that you can see more. I love you. Thank you for being here. Peace.